Hey guys, I'm waiting for my laundry to dry right now so I can go to bed. So in the meantime, I thought that I would share with you some snippets from a book I'm reading right now. It's the big book of beastly mispronunciations. This is actually my bedtime book right now, which means that it sits on my nightstand and I read a little bit of it every night before I go to sleep. And that's because I'm a dork. Dork with a capital D. So basically, as I've been reading this book, most of the pronunciations in here, I read the good ones and the bad ones, and I'm like, hoo hoo hoo, people are so stupid. But some of them are words that I have been mispronouncing. Would you like to hear them? You would? Okay. What about fetid? Fetid. I would have said feted. It's fetid. Doodly doodly doo. For bad. I really like this word because it feels all like old, you know. For bad. Oh, here's a good one. Homage. Homage. Now, for a long time, I didn't know how to pronounce this word, so I really just didn't say it at all because I was afraid of mispronouncing it. And then I heard some people say homage, and I thought that was a pretty cool way to say it because, you know, it sounds all Frenchy and cool and smart and educated. But it turns out that it's not a French word. It is an English word, and it's pronounced homage. So there you have it. Homage. And that reminds me of another word that I just learned how to pronounce correctly. Or name, actually, and that is Bronte. As in the sisters Bronte. Now, I've always pronounced it Bronte, and I'm pretty sure most people that I have heard have pronounced it Bronte, but this is also not a French name. It is an English name, and it's pronounced Bronte. The dots on the E are not Frenchy Frenchness, and it's not an umlaut. It is a diaeresis, and it just means that you should pronounce the E. Bronte. Which leads me to another word that I just learned how to pronounce. Diaeresis. And I have been mispronouncing this word for a long, long time. I have always thought it was pronounced diuresis. Like diarrhea. But I know they're not spelled the same, they're not related, I know. But I don't know, I've never heard anyone say the word, so I just thought, sure, diuresis. How else would you pronounce it? But I should have known because this is my favorite diacritical mark. Yeah, I have a favorite. I have a favorite diacritical mark. Yeah, I'm dork, 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 right here. Dork. Where was I gonna go? Diuresis. I like diuresis. Diaeresis. Fuck. Diaeresis. See, I can't. It's been so long that I've said it wrong that I cannot say it right. Diaeresis. Diaeresis. It's a diaeresis. Deluge. Deluge is a good one. I have always said deluge. And I've heard people say deluge. Usually newscasters or people like that. But I always thought it was because they came from a different part of the country than I do. So I was like, whatever. But it turns out that deluge is the correct pronunciation. And deluge is highly non-standard. So, deluge it is. Okay, that's really enough for now. Those are all words that I did not know how to pronounce correctly before reading this book. And now I do. So just think of all the wonderful things that you have learned today. Thanks to me and my book. Because I bet there were some of those words that you didn't know how to pronounce either. And if you did know how to pronounce all of those words, then you and I should totally hang out sometime because that is so hot. Seriously, call me.